Hey everybody, Sharif Ishaq and Metairie with your sports. Let's just say practice number 9 was kind of like Monday's practice. Started out hot and then it started raining. But unlike Monday, practice 9 had thunder and lightning, so the Saints went inside. And when they went inside to the indoor facility, let's just say it got a little more competitive and, yes, very chippy.
When you get the competition, look, you have to care on each play, and you have to make this period on Friday, day 7 of training camp, just as important, because when you can begin to simulate what it's like to play in a game, then I think your success rate goes up. And I go back to, shoot, John Vilma and I used to run right off the practice field, go upstairs and video and argue over whether a play was a touchdown or not. And so I love it. But I don't like when it gets into a fight, because now that's a penalty in the game. And if it happens out here more than once with the same individual, then what makes me think it's not going to happen on Sunday? And then shame on me if it does. So we'll get that cleaned up.
One guy who's cleaning it up in a very good way is offensive lineman Larry Warford. The Saints picked him up last season in free agency. You know what? He did a very good job replacing a leader in Jari Evans. And right now, Warford says, you know what? I'm feeling very comfortable with this offense.
Just the versatility of all the guys that we have in the room makes it really easy for me, to step in, and the coaching is, top notch. They make it really easy for the guys to, like anybody, to just come into this offense and, pick it up extremely fast.
He was a great addition for us. He's strong, he's powerful. He helped us a bunch in our run game and in pass protection. And we felt like when we watched his tape on Detroit, those were the traits we saw. And I would say all of that and more is what we got. And I still think he's improving.
One guy who's really been improving throughout this training camp is second-year linebacker Alex Anzalone, and that's because he's very healthy. And you can see it on the field, drops back into coverage, and is making some very good plays.
I said this before, I think just knowing what the offense is really trying to do to you, rather than focusing on, oh, what do I have to do this play? So I think that's the biggest difference, is just knowing what's coming instead of figuring out what you have to do, and then your second thought is, oh, what is the offense going to do? It's just instinctual now.
When we look at the college tape, you see a lot of linebackers playing in space, and he was one of those guys. But he has good size, and, he's smart.
Time for your plays of the day. Not many for practice number 8, but Drew Brees, with time to throw, launches it down the sideline for a wide-open Michael Thomas. Later in practice, Brees throwing across the middle to Austin Carr, but Marcus Williams puts a hit on Carr to separate him from the ball. On to college football, and the LSU Tigers will have their first practice of the fall Saturday afternoon. They reported to campus early Friday morning and Friday afternoon. Joe Burrow, of course, the big name everybody wants to see when they get practice going. But one guy people won't see out there at practice is offensive lineman Ed Ingram, who's suspended indefinitely.
It's a violation of team policy. We have a policy set in place at the university. He broke that policy, and so we just need to see what happens.
Believe it or not, LSU Miami under a month away from squaring off inside of Jerry's World. By the way, both teams will be ranked in the top 25 going into that game, and LSU is still a 3-point underdog. In Metairie, Sharif Ishaq, WDSU News.